Hi, I'm Debi Daviau, President of the Professional Institute. As we celebrate Labor Day, I'd like to take this opportunity to give you a quick overview of where we are at on a number of important issues. First of all, you may have heard that the Harper government has already begun positioning itself for the next federal election, which is scheduled to be held in 2015. It has started identifying what it considers its enemies, and lo and behold, the labor movement is pretty much at the top of the list. There's actually a Conservative Party fundraising letter making the rounds that talks about a so-called radical union agenda that apparently threatens the very fabric of Canada. It would be funny if it weren't so sad. To this government, sharing the wealth with the less fortunate, taking care of our seniors, and making sure our children inherit a healthy environment have become radical concepts instead of core Canadian values. I don't know how we got here, but I do know that we need to protect our members' rights in the run-up to the next election. So how are we going to do that in these challenging times? Well, in the year ahead, while remaining nonpartisan, we will actively promote the values we stand for across Canada. We'll make sure that Canadians know what public servants do for them. We'll help them to understand what's at stake if the country keeps going down the road it's on. And we'll help them to ask the right questions, so when the time comes, they can make an informed decision about who should govern Canada. Our message will balance out the government's one-sided, taxpayer-subsidized propaganda. Of course, the single most important issue for our members in the year ahead is the upcoming round of collective bargaining. Many of our groups have already received their notice to bargain. They've set up their bargaining teams, and they're looking at the top issues they've identified through surveys and workshops and through member feedback. I can tell you that as a union, we're leaving no stone unturned in this round. The collaboration and solidarity we're building with our brothers and sisters and other unions is unprecedented. Our commitment to the research, communications, and mobilization required to support bargaining is beyond anything our institute has ever done before. So you can be sure that we'll be ready, as individual groups and collectively as a union, to protect our members' interests at the table. It won't be easy. This is the same government that wants to reduce our sick leave and our pensions and increase the dismissal rate amongst federal public servants. The one that passed laws that restrict collective bargaining. The one that wants to contract out your job and that cut almost 20,000 public service jobs, and they're looking for more ways to do that. The one that puts corporate interests and getting re-elected ahead of the interests of Canadians. So yes, there are big challenges ahead for us at the bargaining table. Our negotiating teams need all your support. We need the active support of our 55,000 members. The only way to face this employer and this government on equal terms is by coming together. The sign behind me says it all. Better together. It's not just a slogan, it's our reality. So I'm asking you today to help us to help you. Join us and get involved. Take a look at the materials we've posted on the PIPSC website. Know the issues. Email or call us or talk to your local steward to learn more. And don't forget, you can ask for a lunch and learn session in your workplace at any time. It's a great way for members to get information and to get the discussion going. By getting involved, you won't just be defending your own rights and your own job. You'll be helping tens of thousands of public service colleagues across the country. And you'll be standing up for a vision of a fair and equitable Canada, for us and for future generations. That's what we really celebrate on Labor Day, and that's what we must all fight for. Thank you.